to welcome next 2026 Suzuki DR650 S, a motorcycle that somehow continues to evolve while staying faithful to the formula that made the Doctor series legendary for over 3 decades. Suzuki has given the DR650 S a noticeable refresh for 2026, a modernized, where it matters, refined in areas riders have long requested, and still built around the durable, no-nonsense spirit that adventure riders, tourists, and off-road wanderers trust. So let's break down how this new iteration performs in the real world, what its signature features bring to your ride, and why it might be one of the most dependable mid-weight dual sports available today. The heart of the DR650 S remains the iconic 644cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, but Suzuki has fine-tuned this power plant for cleaner emissions, smoother power delivery, and slightly improved mid-range torque. The result is a character that feels unmistakably Doctor but with a more refined punch when rolling on the throttle. The fuel injection system introduced in the 2024 refresh has been optimized again, giving the 2026 model much better cold starts, crisper throttle response, and a more predictable curve whether you're crawling through technical trails or cruising at 110 km/h on open highways. While the DR650 was never about raw horsepower, the latest model feels more responsive, more efficient, and less strained during long-distance rides. Suspension remains one of the DR650S's strongest points, built around a long travel adjustable front fork and a Suzuki Link-type rear monoshock. For 2026, damping has been revised to reduce bottoming on harsh terrain while still staying plush enough for urban roads. Riders who enjoy mixed environments or rocky climbs one day, city riding the next will appreciate how the bike maintains a balanced feel without forcing you into aftermarket upgrades right away. Ground clearance is generous, giving you the confidence to tackle steep ledges or rough-road ruts, while the overall chassis geometry keeps the motorcycle surprisingly composed on pavement. Design-wise, Suzuki has modernized the DR650 S without losing its rugged, utilitarian identity. The 2026 model features a sharper LED headlight, new body panels with more angular lines, and a slimmer, more comfortable seat designed for long-distance versatility. The instrument cluster is now a semi-digital display, simple, clean, and easy to read under harsh sunlight. It includes essential information like gear indicator, fuel consumption, trip meters, and an updated digital tachometer. Suzuki also updated the color schemes for 2026, offering a stealth matte black, a rally-inspired blue and yellow, and a desert sand edition aimed at adventure riders who love a classic Dakar vibe. One of the reasons riders choose the DR650 series is its weight or lack of it. At around 170 kilograms wet, depending on optional accessories, it remains one of the lighter full-size dual sports in its class. That translates to better handling, easier recovery when dropping the bike off-road, and a more forgiving feel for newer adventure riders transitioning from smaller motorcycles. The narrow tank and slim frame make the 2026 DR650 S feel extremely controllable in slow-speed technical riding, while the predictable throttle curve keeps the bike friendly even when you're deep into rocky trails. Performance on road is steady and composed. The improved DFA mapping helps the engine settle comfortably at highway speeds without excessive vibration, and the gearing feels more balanced for riders who commute during the week and explore trails on weekends. The single-cylinder thump is still very much present, but Suzuki's recent refinements reduce fatigue and harshness compared to older generations. Fuel economy on the 2026 model averages around 27–30 km/h depending on terrain and load, making it a surprisingly efficient long-distance machine considering its simple, robust design. Another key highlight of the 2026 DR650 S is its incredible customization potential. Suzuki intentionally kept the platform simple and accessible for modifications, allowing riders to easily install larger fuel tanks, luggage racks, bash plates, upgraded exhausts, and suspension mods. Whether you're setting it up for cross-country touring, desert exploration, or daily city duty, The DR650 S can be molded into almost any style of dual sport machine. This adaptability has always been one of its biggest selling points and continues unchanged. Braking performance has also been improved for 2026 with updated front and rear calipers and a more responsive ABS system. The ABS can still be disabled for rough-road use, an essential feature for serious trail riders. The brakes feel more controlled and confident, especially when descending gravel paths or emergency braking on pavement. Another big advantage is its ease of maintenance. Air-cooled engines may not be the trendiest tech in 2026, but they remain incredibly reliable and simple to service. Oil changes, valve checks, and routine maintenance can be done with basic tools, making this bike ideal for long expeditions far from workshops. Suzuki designed the DR650 S to be a machine that survives years of abuse, rough conditions, and remote travel, and the 2026 model keeps that legacy alive. In terms of pricing, Suzuki has positioned the 2026 DR650 S as an affordable option in the dual sport segment. The expected price ranges from $7,099 to $7,499, depending on region and optional packages. This price undercuts many modern adventure bikes while still providing outstanding reliability, versatility, and a platform that can evolve with your riding style. What sets the 2026 Suzuki DR650 S apart is its perfect blend of old-school durability and new-school refinement. It's not overloaded with electronics, it's not trying to be a high-powered adventure beast, and it's not chasing trends. Instead, it focuses on being a trustworthy, capable, and endlessly adaptable motorcycle that welcomes riders of every skill level. For anyone who wants a bike that can commute, tour, explore, and survive the tough stuff without breaking the bank, the 2026 DR650 S is a machine that still stands unmatched. If you're looking for a motorcycle that promises reliability, simplicity, long-term durability, and a proven platform that's ready for adventure, the 2026 Suzuki DR650 S is absolutely worth putting on your short list.